Hello, Resounding Books Network members. This is Kirsten coming to you from my living room in Madison, Wisconsin. So excited to finally be coming to you on video. This is the first video message we've ever done. I think we're going to be doing a lot more, so look for those. But today in particular, I want to tell you about a video testimonial campaign and how perfect to do that on video that we're going to start unrolling over the next few weeks. We still have some work to do on the back end to make that happen, but we wanted to start telling you about it now. The reason being that we would love for you to think about how you might be involved in this process. Those of you in the Resounding Books Network are early adopters of the book Common Ground on Common Core. You have read the book. You know how powerful it is. You know how the essays help to educate and persuade. You understand that this has been done from a non-partisan angle that makes it easy to hand this book to anyone without turning them off, provide good information to them that is really useful in opening their eyes to seeing what's really going on. It is that kind of knowledge of the power of this book that we need to be able to leverage and put this information in front of a lot more people. You and I both know that in the fall, in particular, we're going to start to see a wave of hysteria across this country going on related to Common Core, because it's in the fall that the assessment scores related to the Common Core tests are going to start coming back en masse. And boy, parents are going to be thrown for a loop, teachers are going to be up in arms, students are going to be suddenly told that they're failing when they thought they were achieving or high achieving. I mean, this is going to be really of epic proportions, what happens in the fall. And so we want to take the time now to start putting this book in front of more people so that we can educate them, help them to know what's coming, help them to avoid the mass panic that a lot of people are going to be experiencing or would otherwise experience. So what we want to do, we know that you have amazing stories. You early adopters have amazing stories about the kinds of things you've been able to do to educate yourself and others with the essays in this book. So we would like to start collecting your stories of how you've done that. Whether you've put this book in front of school board members who you've been able to persuade, or state legislators, or whether you've been able to have book groups in your neighborhood, or whatever it is that you've been able to do that has had an impact in your community or your state. Those are stories that we know will be powerful for others. So we would love for you to be thinking about the stories that you might want to tell and how you might tell them. Just a hint, again, while we're not ready to go with this yet, you might start thinking about how you could tell those stories in 2 to 3 minutes or less, because in order to be effective on the web, you really have to be relatively concise with videos of this nature. But we do think that 2 to 3 minutes is a really, really good amount of time to be able to flesh out a story and to be able to help people see very quickly and easily the value of the book. Be creative, think creatively, but also think from the heart, because frankly, nothing speaks to a fellow parent or fellow teacher like one of their own who has had success with something or has found value in something. At Resounding Books, you also know that one of the things that's really important to us is to further local activism. I mean, that's a huge part of what we do here. And so even the reward structure that's going to be associated with this video testimonial campaign is thinking in that direction. And we think you'll be also very excited about the kinds of rewards that we're in the process of developing. So for example, say we accept your video testimonial and it hits 1,000 views on Facebook. At that point, say, we tell you, go ahead and collect the email addresses of as many school board members in your local community who will commit to reading the book, and we will create Kindle files and distribute those for free to your local school board. Or say you are able to garner 5 sales on our website through your video testimonial. At that point, maybe we say, hey, we provide a hard copy to your local library so that lots of people in your community can check that book out, take it home, get benefit from the information, and share it. We also are thinking about providing some personal consultation. Here at Resounding Books, we have access to a wide variety of people who could potentially help you with an activism issue or question that you may have. So we would, be happy to connect you up with folks who could help you solve a problem or mount a campaign in your community, etc. I'm certainly available to help with that kind of consultation. So that's another reward, I guess you could say, that we're thinking about offering. If you have ideas for things that would be helpful, we'd be happy to hear about those as well and how we might incorporate those into the reward structure. Again, an opportunity for you to think about all of this before we're actually ready to go. We'll be back in a few weeks once everything is done on the back end. And at that point, we'll provide more specific information about the rules of submission and the reward structure that we have come up with. We look very much forward to working with you, to seeing as many of your video testimonials as possible, and to be able to use those in really important ways to get this information from Common Ground on Common Core in front of so many people who will benefit from it. Until then, please stay safe. We really look forward to talking to you again soon. Take good care.